Hello guys. So I didn't do a card review yet because I was away for a small holiday and I was also at BlizzCon and now I came back and like Battlegrounds came out and like it's pretty good game mode. You should try it if you haven't already. And it's just captivated me, captured me. Now I'm recording this video after streaming for like 10 hours today, 14 hours yesterday. I've been playing Battlegrounds like crazy. If you want to watch me play Battlegrounds like crazy, by the way, you can follow me on Twitch as well. Anyways, this is not what this is about. I want to do a card review, finally. Let's go. I'm also pretty sick from BlizzCon. I don't know, I cannot go to like an event where I talk to so many people and like not come back sick. I think my immune system is not the greatest. So, let's look at the cards. I'm gonna start with Galakron, which seems to be the card that the set is kind of centered around. He's a legendary, similar to the Death Knight heroes. You can play it for 5 classes, and by logging in, you get it for free on all 5 classes. Only a few of them have been revealed so far. So what does he do? This is the rogue one, by the way. The Balcry, you get it either when you play it from hand, and then it comes with a specific hero power. For example, the rogue one is, I think, get a Lucky to your hand. Yeah. You can also summon the Balcry by playing an Invoke card. For example, this one. This is a 5 mana 4/5 with Taunt, which just invokes. Invokes basically means summons the Balcry. So let's say you play this in Rogue, you're gonna draw 1 card when you play this. 5 mana 4/5, draw 1 card. It's very Azure Drake-ish. Powerful card. Probably gonna run it as a 2-off in the Rogue deck. Most of the Invoke effects, I think, combined with the Galakron effects, seem really good for the value. Like, yes, he's 7 mana, but if you invoke twice, you upgrade it. I think it draws 2 or 3 cards that cost 0. Oh wait, I didn't even read the second part of the effect. It's not only draw 1 card, it's draw 1 card, it costs 0. That's insane! Yeah, you're definitely playing Invoke cards as 2-offs in Invoke decks. Yeah, for sure. So, this is super good. Probably is going to be a 2-off in every Invoke deck. 5 mana 4/5 Taunt is not even bad. And you get the Seek effect on top of it. Really good card. Seal Fate, deal 3 damage to an undamaged character. Invoke Galakron. So it's basically a 3 damage backstab for rogues. Yeah, you're gonna play it for sure. It's 3 mana to deal a little bit more damage than backstab, like 1.5 times the backstab. But you also get to invoke, and invoke is like very valuable. You get better value to invoke it from this one, but I think it's so insane to invoke that you want to like play as many invoke cards as you can in an invoke deck. That makes sense. Because then when you draw the card, you can also play it and like get the effect on top of it. Maybe in Rogue, you can draw this from invoking it already, and then you play it for 0, and then you draw more, and like, oh man, like I cannot even like comprehend how powerful these are gonna be. And this is gonna be free. You're gonna get Galakron for free. It's pretty sick how many things you'll be able to do without spending that much money. Izera Unleashed. Really cool. I like that they're kind of reprinting the dragons in a cool form with the different effect. Appealing to nostalgia, Blizzard, I see that. Shuffle 7 Dream Portals in your deck. When drawn, summon a random dragon. A random dragon will have to look at like all the dragons in the game and then like see what are the average stats. I predict the average stats to be like 4/4 or 5/5. So this is very similar to Faldoray, the wild rogue card that summons 3 4/4s in your deck, which was a 4 mana 4/4. This is a 9 mana 4/12, only for the way it summons, puts 7 instead of 4, and is a legendary. I think you're gonna play it in like ramp decks, if that's gonna be a thing, but it doesn't really seem that appealing in like a normal deck. I'm pretty sure somebody smarter than me is going to figure out a way to use this card properly. For example, if you're going to Fatigue, this card can be a 2 bomb. You can play it, and then next turn you get the full board of dragons. That's kind of like a Nomi, but it's 9 mana instead of 7. And it's not really like Nomi, is it? So, I don't know. It could work. I could see it working. So it's definitely like not completely unplayable. It's not even like unplayable. It's good. But I can also see a world where this doesn't see any play. But if somebody manages to find room for it. It will be pretty powerful card. We also need to check the dragon stats when we know all the cards, because the expansion is called Descent of Dragons, right? So they're probably gonna release more dragons. If they release dragons enough to like make the stats like, let's say 7/7 on average per dragon, sure, maybe we play this regardless of other conditions to be met. Lightning Breath. Deal 4 damage to a minion if you're holding a dragon. Also deal damage to its neighbors. They are bringing back the dragon synergies, which used to be pretty consistent and pretty powerful. So I'm a bit afraid of that, but they were fun-ish. They're skillful-ish. Sometimes you would get curved out and like you feel like your opponent did nothing, but like some mulligans, some deck building decisions are pretty complicated when playing dragon decks. So I don't mind dragon decks coming back. Also, they're probably gonna print dragon cards for like every single class, but only like 1 or 2 are gonna be potent enough to play dragon decks. So 3 mana, 4 damage. If you're holding a dragon, you deal 4 damage to 3 minions. Wow, that's pretty sick. 4 damage to 3 minions is a lot. I think this card is going to see play. Obviously, you play this too often in dragon decks. Obviously, you don't play it in non-dragon decks. If Dragon Shaman is going to be a thing, this card is going to be like one of the things carrying it. It's a really, really powerful card. Talking about really powerful cards and about big dragons, 6 mana 4/8 is already okay. It's very good with Taunt. Valkyrie Discover Dragon. They changed Discovery, so like you don't have more chances to discover class dragons, because then you could discover the Zero Unleashed more often. So again, we're gonna have to look at how powerful the average dragon is, and discovering an average dragon is probably gonna be a bit better because you get to choose 1 out of the 3. Card's good. Will Dragon Druid be a thing? I don't know. We'll see. Dragon Druid sounds so weird in my head. I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know, maybe. Phase Stalker. After you use your hero power, cast a secret from your deck. Oof. Yeah. This probably will see play in Highlander Hunter. In Highlander Secret Hunter, sorry. Will we build a Secret Hunter deck around this? No. It's a good card. It's a very good card. Yeah, I like it. Basically a must contender that instead of requiring you to have a secret online, requires you to hero power. You don't even mind hero powering, it's pretty good. Deals 2 damage. I see Hunter got a lot of really good cards around their hero power. This is one of them. It's gonna be a staple in most Hunter decks. Like even Highlander Hunter should want to play that, because your hero power being able to target minions before Zul'jin is pretty good. So basically, this gives you the Zul'jin hero power. 1 mana 1/3 is also pretty good body. He's not a beast, but it's a good body. So a lot of decks are going to want to play that. For sure. Just 1 mana 1/3, super clean. I like it, I dig it. Dragonbane. After you use your hero power, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. So that means including phase. Well, this card is great. It's probably like one of the reasons for why you would want to play... how's it called? Secret Power Hunter? Aggro Hunter? I actually think because this is a legendary and you can already only play 1 of, you might as well just build a Highlander Hunter also featuring this card. Because looking at the cards that Hunter got, this, and that, they're all fitting really well in a Highlander build. I don't know if we need to build a special Hero Power Hunter. We can just play Highlander. We don't mind hero powering. Again, it deals damage. So a more aggressive Highlander Hunter, as opposed to like the more mid-range control-ish Highlander Hunter that we currently have. Twin Tyrant. Deal 4 damage to 2 random enemy minions. And he's a dragon. 4 damage to 2 random enemy minions. It's pretty good. It's a neutral. This guy wants to be a reversed Primordial Drake. So it's a Primordial Drake, no taunt but has 2 more health. And deals 4 damage to 2 minions rather than dealing 2 damage to all minions. It's not bad. Will it be a staple in Dragon decks? I don't think so, because it seems to be too expensive, but depends on the metagame. If we have a metagame where you can get to 8 mana and then like kill some things consistently, with 4 damage. I don't really see it. But it's one of the good cards to get out of the Izera. It's good stats, 410. Another dragon. 7/7/7 taunt cannot be targeted by spells or hero powers. Not bad at all. This is a great card to get from Izera. Would you play this in your main deck? To be honest, if I need to play more dragons to increase my consistency in early game, it's pretty good. 7/7/7 with taunt and cannot be like Fairy Dragon, basically elusive or whatever you'd call it. Yeah, I like it. I like the evasive Draconid. I do like it. Praise Galakron. Give a minion +1 attack, invoke. Wait, 1 mana, invoke? Okay, we're playing Rogue next expansion. This is sick. And I don't know, like you're gonna play all the invoke cards and then you're gonna play some expensive-ish cards and some good cards. I think Rogue with invoke and Galakron can be pretty naughty. Especially with the 1 mana card, the 3 mana card, the 5 mana card. Like, what if you play the 1 mana card and then you draw the 5 mana card and then you draw another 5 mana card and then you draw more cards and you draw the Galakron. Like, you can have some sick high rolls when playing this invoke deck, in Rogue at least, because it reduces the cost of the card to 0. Okay, I'm looking forward to see other Galakron as well. Umbral Skulker, if you've invoked twice, add 3 coins to your hand. So yeah, on top of having the invoke cards, you also have cards that reward you for playing the invoke cards. 4 mana 3/3, 2 coins. It's good, but do we want to play it? What do we use the coins for? I'm not sure if this card will see play, actually. In like the final refined build of Invoke Rogue, will this see play? I have no idea. How are we even going to play it? We could play with Auctioneer, because Auctioneer becoming 0 mana, if you draw it from like one of the invokes, is insane. And then Auctioneer together with 0 mana cards that you drew from invoked, especially if the cards happen to be spells, is insane. So I could actually see Auctioneer being played. And then if Auctioneer is played, Umbral Skulker is also played. Spicy. So I kind of like it. But there is also a chance that the final build doesn't have it. Draw a card if you're holding a dragon, gain an empty mana crystal. Wild Growth, basically. And you draw a card. It's gonna be really good in Dragon Druid decks, if that will be a thing. Unplayable otherwise. Summon 1 random demon. Summon 1 random demon. We need to look up the stats of random demons after we know all the cards to properly evaluate this. And we also need to look how easily Warlock can invoke. For example, Rogue can invoke on turn 2. Warlock can play this, and we'll play that. Other than that, 3 mana, 1/1 invoke. Give +1 attack for each other friendly minion. This card is pretty bad. But from what I read from the text, he gains attack after he invokes. So like he invokes and then he gets the attack. So he's gonna be something like a 3/1, at least a 2/1. It's gonna be a 3/1 or 4/1 or something like that. But again, you're invoking. By invoking, you are helping to upgrade the hero power. It probably will summon 2 or 3 when it's upgraded. So you're gonna play this just because you have to. Again, you're gonna play probably all the invoke cards that you can. An invoke card has to be really garbage for you to not play it. Invoke Galakron, give your minions +1 attack. This is approaching really garbage, but maybe we still played. It's so bad. It can be good. If you have the upgraded invoke, I'm not sure how many demons it summons, 2 or 3. If it summons 3, this can get good. You're gonna play it anyways. If you invoke twice, draw 3 cards. That's a good card. 3 cards are better than 3 coins. But that's probably because Rogue got better invoke cards, Warlock gets better if you invoked twice cards. You're gonna play this as well. What I don't like straight up is that the deck building seems pretty easy. You're gonna play Galakron, you're gonna play all the invoke cards, you're probably gonna play all the, if you invoked twice cards. I'm not sure if easy deck building is the best. I like it when the deck building takes a couple of weeks and rewards the proper deck builders that Hearthstone has. The priest one does destroy 1 random enemy minion. So very, very control oriented. Control priest could work, they have a million tools of doing it. That's a harder deck to deck build. Rush, Balcry, Invoke, Galakron. 4 mana, 2 neutral invoke. Okay, these invoke decks are gonna be really good. I can already bet on that. There's 2 really good neutrals that invoke. You have so many cards that you can already play, like a third of your deck or maybe even more is going to be invoked if you invoked cards. So the deck building does become simple. 5 mana, you destroy a minion, invoke. The problem is, you're paying 5 mana. And then you're paying 4 mana, and then you're paying 5 mana. The priest ones seem pretty expensive, but they destroy a minion. And they probably destroy 2 minions once, evolved, upgraded, whatever. And this destroys 2 minions, technically. And maybe even 3 minions. Can get pretty naughty. So these invoke decks are gonna be like kind of like curve decks, but kind of like mid-range decks. So basically mid-range decks. If you invoke twice, reduce the cost of cards in your hand by 1. Well, here is one guy that we might not play. Why? I assume invoke decks are going to play with low hand sizes, at least in the beginning, like you're trying to play on curve. Your hand is going to be like 4 or 5 cards max. But 4 mana 3/6, it's not bad. And he's a dragon. So if you have other dragon synergies, maybe you're going to play it, but I can see not playing this card. But maybe I'm underrating it. It's kind of like an Emperor effect. So maybe it's good. Hard to predict, actually. It's probably going to be playable. Maybe underrated. 4 mana 3/6 with this kind of effect. It's not game-breaking, but it's pretty solid. Toxic Reinforcements. I like side quest. I like this mechanic a lot. It's interesting. And I think this card is going to be played in a Highlander Hunter. At least people are going to experiment with it. I don't know if people are going to build the deck around hero powering, but I think you can easily fit Toxic Reinforcements in Highlander Hunter. So basically it's a 1 mana summon 3 Leper Gnomes. It's obviously very good. Unless you top deck it when you need to finish the game. Because then it's very slow and you cannot finish it. But let's say you top deck it mid-game. You can play it hero power. Next time you hero power. Next time you hero power and get Leper Gnomes. Leper Gnomes probably gonna die. Takes a couple of turns, but you really get your mana's worth. I will try it. I think it's good and I like the design. I like to see the Leper Gnomes just like getting ready to jump and catapult themselves into the opponents. Learn Draconic. Side quest, spend 8 mana on spells. Summon a 6/6 dragon. It's not bad. You can finish it pretty easily. But if you draw it mid-game, late game, probably not that good. 6/6 dragon is not going to be that impactful. Let's think, how good it is to have it on 1. Not that amazing. Yeah, I don't think this... Like, if you get it on 1, you can only spend 8 mana on quests. So you spend 2 mana on 2, 3 mana on 3, 3 mana on 4. You can get the dragon on 4. Not easily. Like, play this on 1, Frostbolt on 2, AI on 3, AI on 4, I don't know. Sure. You know where this goes? Into the Flamewaker Mage deck. Hilarious, right? I don't know, maybe. Again, these side quest cards are cool. I like the design. I like the mechanic. They seem very slow. And basically, they're a quest that doesn't start in your starting hand. I don't think those start in your hand. If they start in your hand, then they're really good. But I don't think they do. So, because they don't start in your hand, and you have to draw them, you can just top deck them, and then that's the worst top deck. It's a total blank. Yeah. At least Learn Draconic, you can finish it in the same turn. Let's say late game, you can play this, Power of Creation, bomb. 6/6 Dragon on top of it is pretty solid. So I can see Learn Draconic being played more often than Toxic Reinforcements. But even this one is sketchy. Because late game on 6/6 Dragon is not game winning. 4 mana, 2 free spell damage plus 2 discover a dragon. Again, we have to see how good discovering a dragon is. Probably is gonna be pretty okay. So it's basically a 4 mana, 2 free spell damage plus 2. Draw a card. It's good. I like it. We'll definitely play it in Dragon Mage. Is it good enough to be played in Reno Mage? No, because Reno Mage doesn't have as many spells. Flamewaker Mage maybe? Nah, because it's too expensive. So yeah, it has to be in Dragon Mage. So Dragon Mage has to become a thing. Difficult. But the card is good. Primordial Explorer. So many dragons. Poisonous Battlecry Discover a Dragon. Sure. 3 mana, 2 free Poisonous is basically the snake. The Cobra. It's basically Cobra. Draw a card. It's fine. It's good. Probably gonna play it in a... Maybe you can even play it in Highlander Hunter. I don't know if Dragon Hunter is going to be a thing. Probably not. But Highlander Hunter might play this. A card doesn't need to be insane to be played in Highlander Hunter. If you're holding a dragon, discover an upgraded mage spell. And upgraded mage spells were pretty powerful. I looked at them and they were something like Arcane Missiles dealing like 6. Frostbolt dealing like 6. This can be really good. Good enough to force people to play Dragon Mage. I don't know. We could play Dragon 1 of Mage and build a different type of Reno Mage around dragons. That we could do. The more good legendaries we get, the more we are incentivized to play one off, because we have Zephyrs and we have Reno, which is already 2 very good reasons to play one off. And then we play this. Question is, do we have enough powerful dragons for Mage and for Neutral to be able to play a Dragon Reno Mage? Maybe. So again, we can see a lot of crazy decks. You don't need much power level to play one off decks because you already have Zephyrs. In some classes, you already have Zephyrs plus Bran or Zephyrs plus Reno. So expect to see a lot of that in the next expansion as well. Deathwing attack all other minions. This is basically... How does he attack them? Attacks them one by one, right? Yeah, of course. Wait, it's all other, even yours. It's a Deathwing that sometimes doesn't clear the board and sometimes does. It's only 8 mana. It's a very good card to discover from the Druid thing with dragons. I think the card is good, but I don't see Warriors playing dragon, and I definitely don't see Warriors playing this type of dragon. Dragon Warrior was also a thing in the past, so I think Blizzard tries to like push dragon on classes that weren't playing dragons before. Like, I don't think they will push Priest or Warrior, because those were the main dragon classes in the past. Waxa Dread. So many dragons, holy moly. 5 mana, 7/5. Dev Rattle. Shuffle a candle into your deck that resummons Waxa Dread when drawn. Not that good. Can get silenced. Yeah. Not a fan. It's really good if you get it from the Druid card. The Druid card already has some nice high rolls. Well, it's 9 mana, so whatever. Sand Breath. Give a minion +1/+2. Give it Diva and Shield if you're holding a dragon. So maybe Aggro Dragon Paladin. No, maybe Aggro Dragon 1 of Paladin so we can play Surfinly and Zephyrs. Maybe. Probably. Maybe 1 of Dragon, Zephyrs, Surfinly, Secret, Paladin. We just make a soup. We put everything. Candle Breath. Draw 3 cards, cost 3 less while you're holding a dragon. So if you want to play Dragon Rogue, you get the 3 mana better AI. It's good, but it's not enough reasons to play Dragon Rogue over Galakron Rogue. Yeah, I'm not playing Dragon Rogue, I'm playing Galakron. Corrosive Breath, deal 3 damage to a minion. If you're holding a dragon, it also hits the enemy hero. It's pretty good. Actually, it's very good. It's ultra very good. Can we play Dragon 1 of Hunter? So, that's the thing for Hunter, Mage, Paladin. If we play dragons, we want to try to make it one of dragons to also play Zephyrs and the class card, because that's like a huge level of power. Then you can win by doing dragons, you can win by doing Zephyrs, you can win by doing Reno. You get what I mean? But this card seems good. But again, only this and this is not enough support to make Dragon Hunter. Because these cards go into another deck, they go into the one-off deck. So if we get a couple more good dragons, maybe we can play Dragon one-off Hunter. I don't know, we'll see. But a lot of room for possibilities. Very few cards that I reviewed so far were clearly unplayable, if any. The most unplayable one seems the one that we already got, the Satrovar. So, Nosdormu the Timeless set each player to 10 mana crystals. This has been confirmed that it's empty mana crystals. So like you play it, if you play it on 4, your opponent starts their turn 5 or 4 or whatever with 10 mana. Kind of sucks, but you can maybe build a very expensive Paladin deck. But then you rely on drawing this, so that kind of sucks. I think this card is going to be only good if you play a Dragon Paladin deck that doesn't care about your opponent getting 10 mana. I don't know. What kind of deck would that be? Would I play it in the one-off deck? I don't know, depends on your curve. Like next turn you can go like Mysterious Challenger, but you can also have a hand of 1-drops, and then your opponent just destroys you. This card is way too risky. I don't think it will be played. It would have been really good, borderline broken, if it was giving you the empty mana crystals. So like you play this, you have 6 more mana, you play Mysterious Challenger, then yes. But you playing it, your opponent gets 10 mana before you do, risky. I don't know, this is a question mark. I'm edging towards not gonna be played. The card that definitely won't be played, at least in the beginning, is Satrovar. The only combo you have for this card is in Shirvala Paladin. You play Shirvala for 0 mana, you Satrovar it, you get another Shirvala, you heal 14, you have 1 more Shirvala in your hand, you can play it for 0, heal 7 more, and you have 1 more in your deck that you can, I don't know, Holy Wrath. So, Shirvala Satrovar seems good. Does Shirvala need that? If Shirvala is 0, you win anyways, usually. So it's win more for the Shirvala deck. I don't even know if Shirvala wants to play it. Maybe in the beginning to test it a little bit more, but I don't think it's gonna make the cut in the end. You can play it on the Forgotten King from Druid, but you go Forgotten King, you go this, and that's your turn. And next then you can play Forgotten King again, so... And then you have another Forgotten King in your deck. But do you have so much time against most decks? No. So this card also pretty much is not good. That's it for the cards that were initially revealed. I will make more constant reviews once we get more cards. I also got a card review myself. Reveal. So I'm going to be working on a video as soon as I get the card from Blizzard. And hopefully it will be a powerful card and hopefully it will be something fun. I want to make a special video, YouTube exclusive, and I'm gonna try to make it fun. If you enjoy this type of card review, don't forget to like. It's like the best way to support me, to like and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find me on Twitch, as I said in the beginning of the video. And I hope you enjoyed my first look at the set. I didn't look at the cards that much before I did this review, so it's kind of like a first impression for me as well. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.